Hi everyone, it's Marina and Joe. Welcome to our P&O Iona, Le Havre, Sindhu and Splash Zone video. If you enjoy this video, please click that like button and why not subscribe? It really helps the channel grow. You can also leave us feedback down in the comments section. As ever, we started our day with a sit-down breakfast, returning again to Aqua, which can be found midship on the port side of Deck 6. We normally head down for breakfast at around 7:30 in the morning, which, as you can see, is a very quiet time to go. We definitely recommend this if you don't mind an early start. Satisfied after a hearty breakfast, we quickly popped into Ocean Studios to check out the day's film showings, which can also be found in your daily horizons. Another advantage of an early start is that the public areas of the ship are very quiet, leaving you plenty of time and space to explore, as well as head up to the buffet for a cheeky second breakfast. Once again, the buffet is very quiet at this time of day, something that can't be said of the late morning buffet breakfast service. Crystal Bar is one of the many venues inside the Sky Dome, located on Deck 16, where you will also find Taste 360, Laguna Bar and Sundays. Before long it was time to head ashore, and today we were going to Le Havre. This was not a port that we had expected to visit when we booked this cruise. Unfortunately, our original destination of Hamburg had to be cancelled at short notice, following a change in Germany's COVID regulations. These have thankfully now been lifted, but it did mean that P&O had to change our itinerary. It's worth remembering that any cruise itinerary may change at any time, and that ports may be altered or even missed out altogether. For this reason, we recommend that everyone takes out cruise-specific travel insurance that covers missed ports and missed excursions. We were determined to see this change as an opportunity to explore somewhere new. We knew very little about Le Havre, other than the fact that it was the cruise port for Paris. Not fancying the 400-kilometre round trip to France's capital city, we decided to see what Le Havre had to offer, and top of the list was the Church of St. Joseph. This imposing post-war building is the concrete masterpiece of Auguste Perret, the man tasked with rebuilding the city after the utter devastation of World War II. This incredible church really has to be seen from inside to be fully appreciated. Eschewing large pictorial stained glass windows of traditional churches, Perret instead constructed an inverted lantern effect using 12,768 pieces of coloured glass. The panes are set so that the dominant colour changes depending on the position of the sun, with pink and lilac to the east, gold and orange to the south, pink prevailing to the west, and blue dominating in the north. A short walk away was Le Havre's Notre Dame Cathedral. This building is the polar opposite of the Church of St. Joseph, being one of the few major buildings to survive World War II. This survival was not complete and the cathedral was heavily damaged, with restoration works completing in 1974. Once inside, it becomes immediately clear that those restoration works were a complete success. There's been a Christian place of worship on this site since 1520. Construction of the current stone church began in 1575, and since its completion in 1630, it has withstood not only World War II, but 2 sieges by the English in the 17th and 18th centuries, and plundering during the French Revolution. The Museum of Natural History is just around the corner from Notre Dame Cathedral. However, it was sadly shut due to ongoing renovations, which won't be complete until 2025. This quirky structure is the Volcano, Le Havre's performing arts theatre, which sits alongside the public library. This was also the only place where we found an open public toilet, which brings us to our one word of caution about visiting Le Havre. As we went ashore early, there was very little open, and despite not returning to the ship until 11:30, we were unable to find anywhere to sit down or have a bite to eat. That said, we did visit during COVID restrictions, which may have affected what was open. Returning to the ship ready to eat, we visited our go-to quick dining venue on Iona, the Quays. This curry was utterly delicious. Right next to the Quays you will find Sindhu, one of P&O's signature specialty dining venues. Despite being between services, the staff very kindly let us look around. These beautiful steps lead up from the shops on the port side of Deck 7. Beautifully decorated, these steps will lead you up to Deck 8, immediately in front of the entrance to Sindhu. Located just a short walk after the atrium on Deck 8, Sindhu is well known to fans of P&O as the home of excellent Indian cuisine. You will find Sindhu on every ship in P&O Cruises' UK-based fleet. with the upcoming new ship Havre promising to continue this tradition. As well as a dining venue, Sindhu is also a very popular bar, with seating at the front for guests who are looking for a relaxing drink in a luxurious environment. It's said that we start eating with our eyes, and Sindhu's stunning decor really sets the tone of what's in store. This is a beautiful restaurant, and the perfect place to spend a relaxing evening, with good company and good food. Sindhu is open for both lunch and dinner services, and tables can be booked using P&O's web-based app. We would definitely recommend that anyone who has their hearts set on eating at Sindhu books their table at the earliest opportunity once they get on board. This is a very popular venue and reservations are snapped up quickly. At the time of our cruise, an evening reservation in Sindhu cost £20 per person. The cost of lunch was slightly different, with each dish being individually priced. Pricing is subject to change, and we'd recommend you check once on board. Sadly, we didn't have time to eat in Sindhu on this cruise, but we have dined in Sindhu in the past on other P&O ships and absolutely loved it. We will be back on Iona in May 2023 for a Norwegian Fjords cruise, and securing a table in Sindhu will be one of our top priorities once we've embarked. As well as offering great food, Iona also prides itself in being a family-friendly ship, and the splash zone, located aft on the starboard side of Deck 18, is one of the many child-friendly facilities on offer. Unsurprisingly, it was fairly quiet, given that our cruise was around Northern Europe in mid-December, but we did see a handful of brave souls using it on more than one occasion. This is a great facility and a lot of fun, and we have no doubt that it is very popular on Iona's warmer itineraries. Once again, dinner saw us return to the children's buffet in Horizon Restaurant. This took place on the port side of the ship towards the aft end of the buffet, while the rest of the buffet continued to offer the normal full menu. As you can see, it was very quiet, despite our sitting down to eat at around 5 p.m. The children's buffet menu has been designed with the tastes and appetites of younger passengers in mind. It is for the exclusive use of children and the adults sailing with them, although this didn't stop some passengers from trying to join in. Our daughter loved the children's buffet, and we will definitely be returning in May. Returning to our cabin, we set up our daughter's sleeping area. To see how we achieved this, check out our shower curtain cruise hack video. Before we knew it, it was time for our sail away, and we were surprised at how pretty Le Havre is at night, with the Church of St. Joseph definitely standing out on the skyline. We were also struck by how beautiful Iona is, especially when lit up at night. As we waved goodbye to France, we headed out for our second and final sea day. Please subscribe to catch that video, coming soon. Thanks for watching.